I'm Nic Lucas with Newport Beach Fire Department Training Division. Here today in North Net in Anaheim, California, doing fire control training. Why is fire control important? Well, of course, as time goes on, fire prevention has made buildings a lot safer. They've made buildings a lot less apt to burn, so we don't get a lot of fires like we used to in the past. So with having training that gets us the reps we need, we're able to continue to maintain those skills that we could lose by not fighting fires. I know this sounds counterintuitive, but case in point is we have hose on our fire engine, we have ladders, we have lots of tools to help us be able to rescue folks that are in need of rescue, be able to save property, and be able to conserve the environment. So with that in mind, we have skill sets here that we try to go through. Hose management, size up and scene control, command and control, just spotting our rigs, making sure we have water supplies, making sure that we can force a door that wasn't unlocked previously, make sure that we can still deploy ladders, and make sure that we can still rescue. Of course, the most important is and help our community. So that's what our training is here to do. We have every shift that's running through, hopefully get every single crew. The best thing about it is there's lots of good attitudes that come from not just the cadre through advanced fire control, but also our personnel here in the Newport Beach Fire Department.
Got enough intel to make appropriate decisions for conditions to give divisional labor.
Newport Battalion 6, Newport Unit 61, Newport Engine 65, Newport Engine 64, Newport Truck 63, Newport Medic 65, respond on 2 Charlie.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
So with this training, we've identified several objectives that we'd like to do. One of them is scene size up and a command and control component. So what that does is that gives the engine companies and the truck companies and medic companies those slides, so to speak, how they need to talk and what they need to say so they can be successful when it comes to fires in our city, in and around our city. So here this objective was they had a rescue on a second floor. So we've simulated that behind us. We call that VEIS, which is ventilation, enter, isolate, search. So the objective of there is firefighters notice that we have a victim that's been located in a second story floor. The ladder's thrown to that window. That window is broken out if it's still intact. Of course, we scan that area. We make sure we get in that area, close the door if there's an open door, and look for victims. Here they were successful. We had a crew that went in there and they were assigned to search. They employed that strategy, that tactic of VEIS, and they were able to successfully locate a baby in that room and take that baby out. There were some other crews here that were assigned to basically locate the seat of the fire. They were able to do that by deploying hose from their rig, getting a water supply in the meantime, making sure they were able to advance that hose through this structure and find the seat of the fire and extinguish that fire. The good news with this training is it touches every base. It touches from management all the way down to our entry-level firefighter. We do have 2 entry-level firefighters that are part of this training today, and it's good for them to be able to work with crews who they're going to be assigned to here shortly, and to be able to get some reps, be able to see how in real time a fire should work or how they should employ their tactics. So here we have them basically touching everything. They're touching hose, they're touching ladders, they're even actually rescuing victims. But not just getting to where they need to be, but also closing the loop on that, making sure that once we have collected that down, that victim, that person in our community, that they close the loop on it, make sure they get medical attention while still protecting that property in the end. So for here, they've been able to, don their PPE, get hot, get sweaty, but also get some reps in. They've been able to do ventilation, so they're getting on the roof. They're doing vertical ventilation, so they're using power tools. They're using chainsaws. They're using rotary saws. But they've also been able to secure power, so we make sure that we're safe when we're inside a structure. They've also been able to work as a team to force a door that's maybe giving them some trouble so they can make access to a property. So lots of reinforcement, lots of training. You touched on some of these things at the basic fire academy level, but here's where we really refine that skill set. Biggest important thing is we try to make sure that we protect our personnel. Of course, fires, lots of things that are cancer causing with carcinogens, with the materials that burn. As safely as we can, we try to have these fires, these controlled fires, using combustible materials, and we're just using wood and paper. With that in mind, we still get that soot that's on us, so we also have a shower that's made over here too, so that we can wash our personnel after each incident, after each scenario.